Hello and welcome to Tony Robbins' New World, New You Challenge Day 1 Takeaways. Hey, hello everyone, Emily Jones-Smith here, and I'm a Limitless life coach. The reason I'm doing this video is because last time Tony Robbins did one of these challenges, I missed the videos and I was so gutted that I couldn't find any takeaways or any recordings anywhere. So if this is you, or you just want a quick catch up on the best bits and the best takeaways, then make sure you watch this video because you do not want to miss out on his pure genius. Now, day 1 was purely around the pandemic and how all of us are going through a lot right now. This is a new world, and for it to be a new world, we need to bring a new version of us. He explained how this season is like winter, and some of us can hate the winter, be cold, freeze to death, while others can learn to ski, learn to snowboard, learn to have joy and happiness. He explained how there's 2 parts to our world: the internal world and the external world. We have no control over the external world, but if we get control over the internal world, the external world changes through perspective, through paradigms, through our way of thinking. So day 1 is all about changing the way we deal with our internal world. Tony explained how we all have an emotional home. An emotional home that we always go back to in any times. This is why rich people, successful people can be sad, and poor people who you would think would be unhappy are happy. It's because we all have an emotional home, the way we react to things that is comfortable for us. For example, we explained how people who live in tsunami areas can keep going back to living in that home even after their house has been destroyed plenty of times. But that is where they feel safe, that is their home, that is what they know. That is how we are emotionally. We can have emotions that we go straight back to: anger, happiness, joy. And the great thing about this is, although this home is a habit, it's a habit so it can be changed. If anger and sadness and depression is our emotional home, it can be changed to joy, happiness, fulfillment, and all of those good emotions that feel great. The quality of your life comes down to the quality of your emotions. In times like these, in COVID, in the pandemic, there are so many people praying that things will get better, when actually they need to pray that they will get better. Tony explained that emotional fitness, emotional stamina comes down to energy. If you are rating your energy from a 1 to a 10, you are more likely to be able to change your emotion at a 10 when you're feeling pumped, when you're feeling great. If you're at 5, it's so much harder to change your emotions, see a different perspective. And if you're a 2 or a 3, there's like no hope. So changing our emotional state, having a better emotional fitness, comes down to our energy. Tony asked a great question. What's your energy like now on a scale of 1 to 10? I put down a 5/6. He then asked the question, who would want to work with a 5/6? A person with the energy of a 5. Who would want to go into business with a person of a 5 energy? Who would want to do that? It's our job to get our energy up higher, to get our energy from that low number or that medium number or that 8 to a 10. My favorite part about day 1 of this challenge, the New World, New You challenge, is when he went on to talk about problems and challenges, because we have a lot of those in our life. And he explained that we need to look at problems and challenges in a new light, in a new perspective, because here's the thing, problems and challenges make us grow. Without problems or challenges, there would be no growth. He explained that problems are a sign of life. If you have no problems, you're probably 5 foot under the ground. What is wrong is normally available to a lot of people. What's wrong with the world? What's wrong with other humans? What's wrong with our lives? What's wrong with ourselves? But just as much as wrong is available, right is available too. The right solution is available. The right thing to do next is available if we look for it. He asked us to do an exercise where we looked around the room at all the brown things. Then he told us to close our eyes and remember all the brown things. He then asked us to remember all the red things. We could hardly remember any red things because we were so focused on the brown. When you're so focused on the wrong in your life, you will find it hard to find the right. So when it comes to problems, we need to start searching for solutions, but also be grateful for the problem that we're actually learning, that we're actually growing. Muscles strengthen under pressure. People strengthen under problems. Tony explained that 3 things have definitely happened out of the world's problems currently. We have discovered how strong we actually are. We have discovered who our real friends are. And also we have discovered an immunity to future problems. COVID, the situation that we're in right now, will strengthen us so much that we will be immune to other problems in our future. Tony finally went on to show us how he and his successful clients solve a lot of their problems. He looks at a person as if they have 4 parts: the warrior, the magician, the lover, and the sovereign, the king or the queen. Each of these 4 parts represent a different part of us. The warrior is from that place of, let's do this, let's keep going, let's keep attacking it until we get it done, let's keep doing this. The magician is the perspective, that if I have a new perspective around this, I can solve anything. The magician just knows that they can figure it out through a bit of thinking, through a bit of magic. The lover is kindness and compassion, and the sovereign, the king or the queen, is how do we serve other people? How can we best serve our kingdom? Now, when we're tackling a problem and we're looking for a breakthrough, we can look through the lens of each of these people. We can look at the warrior and ask, what would the warrior say? What would the warrior within us focus on? We can look at the magician. What kind of new perspective can we look from? What am I not seeing that my magician would? We can look from the view of the lover. How can we look through the lens of love and compassion and kindness? And we can look through the lens of the queen, the king, the sovereign, and think, how can we serve people? How can I best serve my country? Because there is more to this world than just myself. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you got value, make sure you hit that like button and put a comment in the comments. If you love personal growth, make sure you smash that subscribe button. I appreciate you and thank you.